I want to talk to you about a specific injury that frightens doctors more than many chronic diseases: the hip fracture. There is a terrifying statistic in geriatric medicine that we cannot ignore. Nearly 30% of people over the age of 50 who suffer a hip fracture will not survive the following year. This is not meant to scare you, but to wake you up to a reality where a simple slip in the bathroom or a stumble on the sidewalk can permanently end your independence. The root cause of these accidents is rarely clumsiness. It is a neurological failure of your body's stability systems, combined with a joint stiffness that prevents you from catching yourself. Most people try to solve this by walking or joining a gym, but without a foundation of stability, adding load or speed only invites injury. We need a different approach. We need to rebuild your body's architecture using the safest tool available in your home: a wall. By using the wall, we eliminate the fear of falling, allowing us to push your muscles to the point of adaptation safely. Before we begin this life-saving protocol, I have a small request. Pause the video for a moment and comment below with your name and the city or country you are watching from. We read every single comment, and it is incredibly inspiring to see a global community of seniors taking charge of their future. If you value honest, medical-grade health advice, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our future guides. The first step in accident-proofing your body is fixing how you walk. As we age, we tend to stop lifting our feet and start shuffling, which is the primary mechanic behind tripping. To correct this, we use the wall march. This is not just a warm-up, it is a neurological drill. Stand facing the wall, about an arm's length away, with your hands placed firmly for support. When you lift your knee toward your chest, you are doing two things. You are strengthening the hip flexors, the muscles responsible for lifting the leg, and you are training your standing leg to stabilize your entire body weight. This mimics the single leg stance phase of walking. Do not lean forward into the wall. Keep your spine tall. We are reprogramming your brain to feel comfortable on one leg again. This controlled instability elevates your heart rate and lubricates the hip joints without the impact of pounding the pavement. Once the hips are mobile, we must address the upper back. Look at your posture in the mirror. If your shoulders are rolled forward and your upper back is rounded, you are shifting your center of gravity forward, which literally pulls you toward the ground. We correct this with the wall angel. This is arguably the best corrective exercise for the modern senior. Stand with your back flat against the wall, heels, hips, shoulders, and head all touching. Raise your arms into a goalpost position. The objective is to slide your arms up and down while keeping your elbows and wrists in contact with the wall. You will likely feel immense tightness in your chest and shoulders. That tightness is exactly what we are fighting. By forcing the back muscles to contract and the chest muscles to lengthen, we are mechanically pulling your spine back into a neutral, vertical alignment. This doesn't just look better, it stacks your vertebrae correctly, reducing the strain on your neck and significantly improving your balance by keeping your head centered over your hips. With your posture corrected and your spine aligned, we must now secure the body's central pillar, the core. When I speak to patients about the core, I am not referring to the superficial abdominal muscles that people obsess over for vanity. I am referring to the transverse abdominis, a deep layer of muscle that wraps around your organs and spine like a biological corset. Strengthening this area is non-negotiable for protecting the lumbar vertebrae, but traditional floor planks pose a significant risk for older adults, often causing dangerous spikes in blood pressure or difficulty getting back up. We solve this with the wall plank. By placing your forearms against the wall and stepping back until your body forms a rigid, straight line, you create a safe environment to generate massive intra-abdominal pressure. The critical medical detail here is the position of the pelvis. You must consciously pull your navel toward your spine and refuse to let your lower back arch or your hips sag. This isometric hold builds the endurance necessary to keep you upright and stable throughout the day. protecting your intervertebral discs from the compression forces of gravity. From a stable core, we transition to the primary engine of your independence, the legs, specifically the quadriceps. Medical literature is clear that the strength of your quadriceps is the single best predictor of your ability to get off a toilet or rise from a chair without assistance in your later years. To build this strength without grinding down your knee cartilage, we utilize the wall squat. This is an isometric exercise, meaning we hold a static position under tension. This is clinically superior for those with arthritis because it strengthens the muscle without the repetitive friction of joint movement. Slide down the wall until your knees approach a comfortable angle. It does not need to be 90 degrees to be effective. And hold. You will feel a burning sensation. Do not fear this. That burn is the accumulation of lactate, a chemical signal that stimulates the release of growth factors to maintain muscle mass and bone density in the femur. You are literally signaling your body that it needs to stay strong to survive. While lower body strength keeps you moving, upper body strength is your insurance policy against the severity of a fall. If you lose your balance, your natural reflex is to put your hands out. If your wrists and shoulders are weak, the result is a fracture. To prevent this, we apply Wolff's Law, the principle that bones become denser when subjected to stress, using the wall push-up. This exercise loads the bones of the wrist, forearm, and shoulder girdle safely. Unlike a floor push-up, which places the entire weight of the body on the shoulder joint, the wall allows us to modulate the load. Place your hands slightly wider than shoulder width and lower your chest toward the wall. Crucially, you must keep your elbows tucked at a 45-degree angle, not flared out wide, to protect the rotator cuff tendons from impingement. As you push back, visualize yourself pushing a heavy door open. This action engages the pectorals and the triceps, the exact muscles required to push yourself up from a bed or deep armchair, reinforcing the functional strength required for daily living. As we enter the final phase of this protocol, we shift our focus from muscular exertion to the critical, often ignored systems of circulation and recovery. Aging takes a heavy toll on the vascular system, particularly in the lower extremities where veins struggle to pump blood back to the heart against gravity. This leads to edema, swelling, and the sensation of heavy leaden legs. To counteract this, we use a position of therapeutic inversion. Legs up the wall. By lying on your back and extending your legs vertically up the wall, you are using physics to assist your venous return. This position allows the pooled blood and lymphatic fluid in your ankles and feet to drain back into circulation. Beyond the circulatory benefits, this posture mechanically offloads the lumbar spine, providing immediate relief for lower back tension. It also triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode, helping to lower cortisol levels and blood pressure. For many of my patients, 10 minutes in this position is more effective for systemic relaxation than medication. Finally, we must address the connection point between your body and the ground, the ankle. The leading mechanical cause of tripping in the elderly is not lifting the foot high enough, often due to severe stiffness in the calf muscles and the Achilles tendon. When these tissues are tight, they limit ankle mobility, forcing you to shuffle. We resolve this with the wall calf stretch. Stand facing the wall and step one leg back, keeping the knee straight and driving the heel firmly into the floor. The medical nuance here is alignment. Look at your back foot. If it is turned outward, you are wasting your time. The foot must point straight ahead to effectively lengthen the gastrocnemius muscle and the Achilles tendon. By maintaining this flexibility, you ensure that your foot can properly clear the ground with every step, dramatically reducing the risk of catching your toe on a rug or uneven pavement. This protocol is not about vanity or trying to reclaim the body you had at 20. It is about constructing a biological shield that preserves your autonomy. These 7 movements, performed consistently, address the clinical triad of senior health: stability, strength, and circulation. You do not need a gym membership to save your own life. You simply need a wall and the discipline to commit 20 minutes a day. Consistency is the medicine here. Start gently. Listen to your body's signals and never push into sharp pain. Thank you for your time, and I wish you strong, vital health.